All right, Zach, I want to talk to you about Undercover Cops. Okay, so here's the scenario. Like this cop is out of Nevada, and he says, "Look, we have you know," he talks about how I talk about the undercover identity must match your conduct. In other words, if you're going to play a role of a drug buyer, then you get to do those things that are related to buying drugs, right? And you should be careful though about. I call it the kindergarten cop. I don't know if you remember that movie, very old movie, 1990s, whatever it was, but Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, yeah.
Yeah, and was it Danny DeVito or that? Do you mean that might be the movie Twins?
Twins. That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
No, you're right.
you
Garden
got
Cop.
your
Yeah,
your great
never
Arnold
mind.
Schwarzenegger movies
Yeah,
conflated, but there
there's
was
yeah.
a scene where he was in this lady's house, and while he asked to use the bathroom, and while she was like in the kitchen, and while he was using the bathroom, he was looking around this lady's house, and I make a joke because you got this like bodybuilder running around your house, and this poor lady didn't know, and I'm like, that's how unaware she is. That
Mhm.
there's a bodybuilder running around her house looking in her panty drawer and so forth. So she probably should be a little more aware of her surroundings. What my point is, but the cop couldn't do that, right? The cop can't. That's outside the scope of the consent. So
Mhm.
what if though you got this scenario where the cop is in the house, the guy's packaging the narcotics. We know the sale is being made, and he looks into the couch cushion, which you should be careful of. If you're typically just going to leave, he looks into the couch cushion just for officer safety because he knows that when the arrest team busts through the door, maybe there might be a fight and so forth. He just want to make sure there's no gun in that immediate area so that the guy can grab and shoot the cops. Does that make sense? Does my story make
Yeah.
sense?
So
Okay.
he's in there as an undercover. He's in there
Yep.
buying drugs or whatever, and the arrest team is just waiting for the signal,
Yep.
and then they're going to hit the house,
They're going to
right?
bust in the house. And so
Okay.
before they get into the house and while the suspect's back is turned, can we do the undercover, the kindergarten cop type deal and kind of see in the immediate area if there's any weapons? You think the courts would be okay with that?
Yeah, I don't see any issue with that. I mean, it's definitely going beyond the scope of your undercover operation, but it's this thing is imminent. We know this. The process has been set in motion. That team is coming through that door any minute. I think it's actually a good. I mean, I
Might be,
think it's a good thing to do. Yeah,
right.
I
Might
don't
be,
see any. Yeah.
yeah, I don't either. I think, especially if you articulate like, drug dealers are usually armed. We don't want
Mhm.
a Mincy situation. Remember Mincy, right? Where he
Yeah.
shot the undercover cop, right?
Yep. Yep.
So that's a Supreme Court case from the 1970s. But the point is, we don't want, we want to be safe. And if we're safe, they're safe. And that's a win win. I don't have a problem with it. So, all right,
Nope.
guys, if you like what Zach and I are doing here, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Until next time, guys, stay safe.
Yep. Take care.